Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Stock Market with your daily analysis for the S&P 500 for the trading session dated Tuesday, 27th of November. I'm recording this video 6:15 in the evening New York time on Tuesday New York time. Here's our daily chart, which remains the same, still with a big trend change at primary degree up here and a series of overlapping first and second waves to the downside. I expect that wave 2 purple has finished and that we're in the very early stages of wave 3 purple downwards. And then we'll have a fourth wave and a fifth wave. We still don't have the middle of a third wave over yet. Once we get towards the middle of it, we should be seeing explosive downwards movement. I expect now that that's going to come next week. Our long-term targets are still months away. Primary C will reach 1.618, the length of primary A, at 1,013 points. If price keeps on going through the first target, we'll use the second at 728 points. Primary C will reach 2.618, the length of primary A. Because the cycle degree A wave is an expanded flat correction and primary B is over 138% the length of primary A, it's about 140%, the second lower target has also a reasonably good probability. If wave 2 purple is not over and it continues higher, it can't move beyond the start of 1. This wave count is invalidated at the daily chart level with movement above 1434.27. If that were to happen, then this downwards movement would be a complete correction and we'd be in a new upwards trend and would have enormous doubt over a big trend change up here. So this invalidation point is really significant. Let's have a look at what happened yesterday on the hourly chart with a low for 1 and the high for 2. There's this low down here and this high up here. So I've had a reanalysis of this piece of movement here. It seems pretty obvious now that aqua wave C has to be over. There's an enormous channel breach. The sideways and lower movement does not look like a continuation of wave 2 purple. There's an outlying possibility though that wave 2 purple could continue further sideways as a double combination, and if the hourly wave count is invalidated with upwards movement, then I would expect we've had an X wave and we'd be looking at another corrective structure to last about a week and move price mostly sideways. For now though, wave 2 purple looks to be nicely in proportion to its counterpart wave 1 that it's correcting, so it's most likely, because it all has a really typical look, that it's over here. If wave 1 red has ended here rather than here, then waves 3, 4 and 5 would have been over here as labelled, and so wave 2 purple could be over. If that's the case, then we have downwards movement unfolding in 3 wave structures, so we would probably be looking at a leading diagonal unfolding in a first wave position. So we have a zigzag down for 1, this is now a complete zigzag up for 2, this is a 5, 3, 5. We have a third wave unfolding, which must make a new low beyond the end of 1, and then for a diagonal, the fourth wave has to overlap back into wave 1 price territory. For a leading diagonal, the final fifth wave down must make a new price extreme below wherever 3 ends up. It cannot be truncated. When we have a leading diagonal in a first wave position, we expect the following second wave correction to be very deep. Wave 2 aqua may not move beyond the start of 1. This wave count is invalidated with movement above 1409.16. And as I said before, if that happens, I'll expect that wave 2 purple is continuing as a double combination, or less likely a double zigzag, and I'd expect mostly sideways movement for another week. We have a mid to long-term target for wave 3 purple, at least a week away, if not 2. At 1262, wave 3 purple would reach 1.618, the length of wave 1 purple, which is a reasonable expectation because of the depth of the second wave. So for the last couple of days, I was expecting that that second wave correction was not over and that we were going to see a little bit more upwards movement. I was expecting to see a trend change to the downside during Tuesday's session. That's not what happened. Prices moved slightly, slowly lower in choppy, overlapping, somewhat sideways movement. So the second wave correction's likely to be over a couple of days ago, and we're probably seeing a leading diagonal unfolding. So I'll expect choppy overlapping downwards movement for the rest of this week, followed by upwards movement in a deep second wave correction, and at some stage next week, the middle of a third wave down should begin to unfold with explosive downwards movement. That's all for me today with your S&P analysis, and I hope that members are all having a really great day.